Welcome to Our English. I am Priscilla Ramtran, the founder here in the United States, and it's 93 degrees Fahrenheit. We are back with our dear Brazilian friend, Vitor, as I learned it's pronounced differently in different parts of the region, who is an avid English learner and my personal guide to Brazil. Welcome back.
Thank you, Pri. It's always nice to be a part of a project with you.
Absolutely. And we have a few projects.
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
Hmm.
um, I would like to talk a bit about my experience in different schools here in Brazil. I've attended four different schools in different cities. So, I think I could kind of talk about with it with a proper understanding.
Absolutely. So, what was your first school, for example?
It was São Marcos,
San
which
Marcos?
it's kind of Saint Marcos would translate. So it was my first school. I studied there for a very short time, only 2 years.
Hmm.
But I don't remember a lot. It was a small school, but yeah, I don't remember a lot because I was too young.
Right. That's what I was going to say. So, tell me a little bit about how you remember your experience with the children, with the students.
It wasn't really good. I couldn't bond well with other children
Well,
because I was different, kind
different
of.
how?
So at first, I used to get mad at them because I understood the material and they didn't, and then
Mm,
I would get mad at them. So they advanced me 1 year. So then I got 1 year ahead.
hmm.
Sorry.
Bless you.
And it was different. So when you're young, 1 year matters a lot.
Hmm.
When you get older, it doesn't matter, but
Well, it kind of matters, but yeah, I understand.
in 1 year, like when you're 6 to 7, your entire life changes.
Right.
And it was what I was experiencing. I was 1 year younger than the rest of my class, and they were totally different.
Would you say they were more mature, or do you think it was because they had already known each other and they'd been in classes together?
I would say both.
Okay.
They they have been in more classes together, and I was just entering, but also not exactly mature, but they had other interests.
Right. Absolutely. So then, did you feel the way that the students in your old class felt where you didn't fit in so much with the students and the material, or did you understand the material better in the new class?
I understood the material as well in the new
Hmm.
class, but I've never been a social person. I
Right,
have
right.
myself a bit to blame there. Uh, I've never been a social person, and I also didn't really feel the need to have like a lot of friends.
Right.
So it all summed up.
It all summed up. So then what happened for that school year? Were you still doing well in school, but you just weren't socializing as much? Was it beneficial to skip that grade or skip that year ahead?
Well, it was kind of good, but it had a lot of consequences.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm experiencing now. It's not like something terrible, but it's different.
can you be a little more specific?
So now I'm currently 15, and most of my classmates are 17,
Mm,
16, and I'm younger than most of the people in the class that's 1 year younger. So
wow.
I'm on high school second year, and I'm younger than most of the people in the first year of high school.
Wow. I mean, but that's quite an accomplishment, to be able to advance at such an early age. And you know what? It just clicked for me where I understand when you're out of school and you have that age difference, it's not a big deal. But when you're in school and you're the younger of the class, when that they are doing age appropriate activities and such,
Yeah,
you're a little younger for it. I got it.
yeah, it happened actually.
Yeah.
Um, Friday, uh, not last week, but the other one. It happened. My teacher was showing a show that was like recommended only for 16 plus people.
Oops.
And she was like, "Oh, okay, there's no one under 16 in this class, right? Because I could get in a lot of trouble if there is someone under 16." And they were like, "No, oh no." And everyone was looking at me and no, no.
So shouldn't your teacher kind of know the ages of her students? I'm just saying.
Well, there are 36
Wow.
students. So I understand her. It's kind of hard.
True. True. 36 students in your class.
Yeah. And
Wow.
also, I'm an exception. So,
So they just let you go by with, whatever, go with the flow.
yeah.
I can understand. Well, we won't tell. Hopefully she doesn't watch this show. But yeah, I agree. That can be quite a discrepancy for the teacher and for the rest of the class if you're the only one that, the
Yeah.
information doesn't really apply to only because of your age, not because of your intelligence.
Yeah. Also, it's
Hmm.
not happening now because in Brazil, the minimum age to drive is 18.
Oh, wow.
But this is something that I know it's going to happen because all of my friends will be able to drive and I won't.
Yet you'll still have some time and you can learn from them. Don't be in a hurry to drive. So, what school are you attending now?
So now I'm at Sinodal de Salvador.
Hmm.
Um, it's a small school. It's in Porto Alegre. So yes, it's a very small school. Like not very small. There are 1,000 students around that. But compared to other schools nearby, it's very small.
Okay.
And I love that school.
I know you tell me all the time. What especially do you love about the school?
So I don't like that word that much, but I guess there's no better word to describe that than the vibe of the school.
Oh, the atmosphere. It's
Yeah.
welcoming and mhm.
So on my first day of school, two people and a teacher came to talk to me, like to know if I was. if everything was fine, how was I, like, oh, are you feeling well in school? What are you thinking about the school? And it was amazing. And other people came to talk to me at later days, but I was welcomed in that school.
Hmm. You felt like a sense of belonging there.
Yeah,
That's
and I
important, especially if you're spending so much time there, right?
yeah,
I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
I could see that there were people caring about me there.
That
That
is
was the
so nice. Yeah, that is so nice. My advice to you is stay connected to your school because even years later, after you leave and graduate, you can always be a mentor, a role model for the students who are attending at that time, too.
yeah, there are a lot of former students which come back like once a week
Aw.
or once a month just to say hello and then go away.
Yeah, isn't that nice though to see the product of that school still responding and coming back?
Yeah.
That's so nice. So, what's your message about education then for our viewers?
So Synodal is I I don't know that word quite well, but I think it's utopia, utopia,
Utopia?
utopia. Synodal is a utopia. Like everything works there and everything is incredible. And you enter the school and there's an unicorn there and
And glitter and magic everywhere and rainbows. I love that. I feel the same way about my schools too.
but that's not the reality for every school.
No.
I've studied in other schools and they were kind of harsh. The
Hmm.
people there were not very nice. So it's kind of based on luck.
And a little
You,
research.
yeah, but I guess this kind of thing you can't define before you enter the school. This is the kind of thing that you can only feel,
I
I guess.
understand. Do you do school visits before you apply to attend to a school or enroll in a school? Are you able to go in, look around, sit through a class?
Not during the school functioning,
The school year?
yeah,
Okay.
but during the vacation.
Ah, okay.
So there are no students. You
Ah,
can
okay.
only
So
see like
yeah.
the structure of the school.
Right, right. So I guess, yeah, you lucked out.
Yeah,
That's
well,
awesome.
1 out of 4.
1 out of 4. Hey. But sometimes those learning experience leads you to appreciate when it is working out.
Yeah.
I love that, Vitor. Anything else that you want to share about education?
Mm, so another thing that came to my mind here is that the difference between public and private schools.
Mm.
In United States, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because as well as I'm your information guy for Brazil, you are also my fount of information from United States.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. You're on point. Go ahead.
but in United States, the quality of study it's not that different between public and private schools.
Right.
But in Brazil, there's like an abyss
Abyss.
abyss
Mm.
between public and private schools.
Mm. Well, abyss would be like a dark hole. Do you mean a
Yeah,
huge gap?
yeah.
Okay. Right? Please explain.
So usually private schools are way better than public schools, and people who study in public schools don't get as much opportunity. But private schools are also expensive, so
Right, right.
most people can afford it.
It is true.
So that's one thing. If you're studying in a public school, it will probably not be that good. And in private schools, it will probably also not be that good.
Like you
But
said, it's a lot, kind of that luck and trial and error.
yeah,
But it also depends on the location too. Like if you have that lower income public school versus a school in the median range or such, school supplies and the quality of teachers also differ. So I wonder if the word you were looking for was discrepancy.
probably.
Gotcha. Well, Vitor, it's always a pleasure to have you share, and I can't wait for our next topic. Thank you so much for always being there and for always supporting just knowledge and education in general.
Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
very nice to do that with you. And call me if you have any more projects.
Will do. And last but not least, what's your temperature in your city?
So, right now, let me check
Uh-huh.
for our around the whole world viewers. It's 14 Celsius.
14 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, and for our American viewers,
Uh-huh.
let me see. Mm, I'll find it.
You will. You will definitely find it.
Let me see.
Maybe I should let's have a race and see. So, Brazil.
Okay, 57.2 Fahrenheit.
Okay. So it's on the cooler side. That's nice. Send some of that here. And what's your time now, Vitor?
It's 5:35 a.m.
PM.
No, p.m.
I was gonna say, are you in China? No. So it's 4:35 here. I wish you a great weekend and I'll see you soon.
Great weekend. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.